just joining us, I don't see anyone here yet, but welcome aboard. We're going to go for a walk in the woods. We're going to see some trains and some snakes today. Oh yeah, got a train coming. Hold on, everybody. Okay, I don't know if anybody's here yet, but getting my big tail to move for that train is an accomplishment considering the multiple back injuries, knee surgeries, hernia operations. Who knows what else? There's lots. That was a Virginia Railway Express train. Damn, shouldn't have done that. Thank you for joining. If you just missed it, I almost missed it. There was a VRE train. It's on the first minute. In a few minutes, we may have some snakes and trains and also eagles. If you can hear this, hi, well, thank you for coming aboard. We're off to go look for some black rat snakes, northern water snakes, garter snakes, DK snakes, probably some trains. Eagles are possible. Hi there, Australengo. Which animal do you want to see? I'm looking for, there's a lot of snakes at this park, but also there's bald eagles. Which ones do you like? Sorry for a little out of breath. Oh, okay. Thank you, Australengo. And if you'd be kind enough, please subscribe because we're going to be doing a lot of cool stuff here. This is Lake Accotink Park in Springfield, Virginia. This is, let me throw this delicious Chick-fil-A shake away. Cup at least. This is Lake Accotink, Virginia Park. It's part of Fairfax County Park Authority. Where are you from? Or you can just give me just a state if you want to. Oh, Okay, well, hopefully we'll see some snakes coming up because I'm walking to a place where the black rat snakes are commonly known to, what's the word, habitat. And if you do get bored later when you'll see a big bald guy running, I was able to catch a little bit of the VRE, the train. Sorry for the heavy breathing, just not as young as used to be. There is a bald eagle nest back here too. I hope today you will see a snake because I have about a 90% chance of finding one today here. I know where they are. Also, if you are fascinated by them, all you have to do is in the woods hear branches breaking. Quite often, that's the easiest way to find out where a serpent is. All right. This is Lake Accotink in Virginia, close to DC. As you can see, I'm on a multi-use trail, so got to stay to the right here. Who wants to see bald eagles and snakes? Damn it, why isn't every time I'm here the helicopter from Fairfax County's finest is here? Like, I know a lot of things happen here sometimes, but geez. I love our Fairfax County responders, but damn. Fairfax One, the helicopter, please roll somewhere else. Thank you. Appreciate y'all being here. We're going to go look for some snakes. And bald eagles. We're getting pretty close to where the black rat snakes are. And the eagle's nest too. Bald eagle. Okay, we're getting closer to the snake pit, or aka the snake trees. These black rat snakes love the trees. They're arboreal, which means that they love to climb trees. Hey there, Baseball 20. How are you doing? And who's your team? Oh, very good. He's wearing a helmet. Good. Every time I come here, the police helicopter's looking for somebody. Not me this time. Hey there, Baseball. Yippee! Bussin'. I don't know what that means, bussin'. Apologies. We're going to go see if we could find some snakes and some bald eagles today, folks. Oh, boy. Black rat snakes are usually right here. So if you guys have good eyes, let me know if you see one. I'm going to start looking for the black rat snakes. And I will pick one up because they're not venomous. They're not, even if they bite me, which is rare, it's like a paper cut. But you guys will laugh when I go, ah! Or, why? Oh, okay, it means good. Thank you. I hope you're doing good. And these black rat snakes lately have been a little bit weird. Then again, I'm probably weird looking for snakes. Most people don't look for snakes, but I think they're freaking cool animals. How about you? Especially when they're non-venomous and not a threat to humans and actually a friend to humans. Because they get rid of viruses. I don't see them sitting down here. A lot of times they sit through here for their thermal temperatures. None today. Ah, man. This is my second time in a row with not one black rat snake. I'm going to be disappointed. Although I think they've gone nocturnal for their hunting. And that's all right. They have to survive this every day. Let's go a little further in. I apologize. My back isn't what it used to be. Hi, Astro. Yep. Hi, baseball. Hi, everybody. I really appreciate any thumbs up or likes or subscriptions. I have a teenage son, and he can later help me click subscribe to your channels. We're trying to grow to be a lifelong learning channel here. So if you wouldn't mind subscribing, it would be really appreciated, or passing it on or sharing it. I don't know all these terms. I'm close to half a century old, so it is what it is. All right. Anybody see any? What we're looking for is a black twist up on the trees where a snake is coiled around for warmth or cold, depending. Today would be for warmth. Oh yeah, the stream is very pretty. This is actually, if you're familiar with the Northern Virginia, DC area, this is Lake Accotink stream. It actually runs all the way to the Chesapeake Bay. Goes into the Potomac River, Chesapeake Bay. So we want to protect it. Okay, Astro, I hope your day is awesome. We're going to continue to find a snake or a bald eagle. And the snakes have moved on from this area. There's another spot. We're going to move to location number 2. They may have gone over there. Black rat snakes are, they'll eat even amphibians. They'll even eat frogs, lizards. Thank you, baseball. I really appreciate it. And I'll try to get my teenage son to help me subscribe to you, bro. Okay? But thank you. We're really trying to grow this channel. And let's see, no snakes down there. Sometimes they're there. But we're going to go to spot 2. That is a disappointment. Yeah, baseball, you have a cool username. I love the sport. Who else here likes baseball or football or basketball? Anyone think the Celtics have this thing done? There. Okay, I need you all to be my eyes, because we're going to look for also decays, small snakes. They're small. If you see one, say hi. I see a snake, and I got it. Okay. Major League Team baseball will be Red Sox, because I was born up there, forced into that cult. How about you? Pollen count here. Oof. Through the roof. Oh, the Dodgers. Okay, great team. Lots of history. Originally, from Brooklyn. Thank goodness they got Jackie Robinson. They were advanced far more than the major league teams were, and props to them. Great franchise, and picking up Ohtani was a great idea. He's awesome. And if spot 2 doesn't work, folks, I promise you that there's no serpents or bald eagles at spot 2. I'm going to at least do my damnedest to get you to see the Virginia Railway Express train from Washington, D.C. So far, do y'all see any reptiles or any other creatures? The bald eagles, unfortunately, I cannot get to because of back problems. I'm sorry. I don't know if you can see back there, but they're back there. Oh yeah, the translator gambling the money. Oh my goodness, and what a cluster that is. And also, did you see, I think he was a San Diego Padres player that he got banned for gambling his whole life, and I think he only won 4% of his bets. The house always wins, but damn, that guy couldn't gamble to save his life or anything, and then he gets banned. At his rate, might as well have let him. But yeah, Otani's translator, that's absolutely... There are people that prey on other good people, sadly. There are. And gambling is an addiction under the DSM and other medical guides. It doesn't make it right, but it is a disease. Which is why I do not support gambling in the Washington, D.C. area. And as predicted, we recently had a shooting last weekend and the weekend before at the casino. What a surprise. Gambling casinos bring crime and poverty. That's all they bring. Okay. My apologies again. I have back issues right now that I'm going through. Well, don't we all have issues? I'm not going to be able to get down to that pond safely. So, again, my apologies. Trying to avoid back surgery. Amazed that this is actually happening today. Why don't we go find the train? So if you could just hang a little longer, you're going to see a really cool commuter train from Washington, D.C. If I remember correctly, it's coming up in about 10 minutes. Sorry, folks, no snakes today. Feel free to say where you're at. This is Lake Accotink Park in Virginia, Springfield. Today I've decided to hang out 15 miles south of Washington, D.C. Hope wherever you are, you're doing well. Don't be shy. Nobody here bites. We're all related 3%. We all chill together. This channel's for lifelong learning. It really is. And again, my apologies. I just cannot risk this back to go look for snakes or the eagles. The eagles are back here after years of DDT finally being banned. Bald eagles, and of course, their less exemplary cousins, the Canada geese, are everywhere. But the Clean Water Act and the banning of DDT was very good for our eagle population. And what a beautiful symbol it is. But if you see a snake, let me know. Sometimes they do dart across the trail here. I'm hoping one will tonight. This is the second time in a row being snake bitten, pardon the pun, actually not finding a serpent. Most people don't look for snakes, but it's a shame because they're non-venomous. They can't hurt you, even if they bite you, which is rare. It's like a paper cut. Just get your tetanus shot every 10 years. But we're going to continue to go up towards the trains. Let's go see some trains, folks. And if you see a serpent, my name's Mike. I am just a fun-loving guy. I hope you will subscribe to this channel. And when my teenage son is able to help me, I'll return the favor because we're all in this YouTube thing together. We're all in this world together. And my hope is that you feel welcome here. And anything you want to discuss, whether you're having a bad day, good day, in between, this is a place to do it. Not one damn serpent. Don't see any up there. If you see one, a serpent somewhere, please say, see it. I need your help. I hope wherever you all are at, the pollen count isn't as high as the DC area. That's a very pretty tree. Hi there. And that's an activity I do miss, is jogging and running. So I did a quick scamp earlier for a train for y'all. This is Lake Accotink in Virginia, 15 miles south or so of DC. Hopefully in a few minutes, we're gonna catch the train. Take a look at the Virginia Railway Express that's coming from Union Station, Washington, DC. Thank you for joining in, and I hope you'll subscribe. And also feel free to join in here, shooting the breeze. It's just a fun-loving single dad. I also hope where you live, trees and landscapes are protected as they are in Northern Virginia. There is a lot of development here, but at the same time, for the most part, developers and others have been fairly respectful of great parks, lots of trees. And wherever you are, the pollen count is like this. Jeez. Pollen counts through the roof here. And you might be able to see the lake here. Okay, thank you. You might be able to see the lake. That's Lake Accotink. Used to be gangster's paradise. Thankfully, not as much anymore. Really not a fan of gang members, so. I know there's reasons people join gangs, but damn, we don't need them. Cause a lot of problems. Asthma, allergies, and a steep grade is fantastic, ain't it? Jeez. Knee surgeries, back problems. Think they could have leveled this out a little? Jeez. Get that cardio. Thank you all kindly for joining in. My name is Mike. I'm a single dad in the DC area. Today I'm south of the nation's capital, 15 miles south at Lake Acatine Park in Virginia. It's a pretty cool place. Bald eagles, nice lake for paddle boating or kayaking. As you can see, a lot of bikers, hikers, multi-use trail. Welcome to the channel. Damn. Does this hill have to be so much? This hill's bigger than I remembered it, huh? If you have a wonderful day. Whew. If anybody could walk these steps, thank you, because they aren't as fun as they used to be. This used to mean challenge accepted. Now it's aspirin accepted. And ice packs, heat packs, you name it. Hopefully we'll catch I'm going to move it up a little. We'll catch the train that should be scheduled at 4:50. And usually it's about 2 minutes late. So we're really close to the railroad tracks. Not today. Okay, we're almost on the tracks here. Damn, this hill's bigger than I remember it. Jeez. Come on, trains. Whew. Train should be coming from Virginia Railway Express here. I'm gonna check it real quick for y'all. Train will be coming at 1 minute. 1 minute till Virginia Railway Express. Just 1 more minute and train is coming. You should see it any minute. It's going to be a commuter line Virginia Rail Express from DC. I hope you enjoy it because it's going to be loud. 1 minute per the channel, or VRE for a train. 1 minute out from Washington, D.C. Sitting above 1 more minute till VRE, train from D.C. according to the schedule. Hi, and welcome to the channel. If you could say where you're from or what state, awesome. This is 15 miles south of Washington, D.C. Waiting for a commuter train to show up. It's scheduled at 4:52. It's now 1 minute late. That's normal. Trains are always late. As you can see, the Northern Virginia area. This bridge was actually burned down in the Civil War. That trestle up ahead. It's now back, of course. Sadly, a few evenings ago, last week, I'm not going to judge them. 2 adults and a kid were killed on that bridge, sadly. I don't know all the totality of what happened. It's made the news in the Washington, D.C. area. My heart goes out to those 2 adults and that child that were killed by the Norfolk Southern train. And my heart also goes out to their families and to the crew of the Norfolk Southern train, because you can't stop a freight train for, I believe, half a mile or to a mile. And I don't know why those folks were on the trestle, but it's tragic. And my condolences to all, including the train crew. No one wants to see that. My hope is also that the families have good grieving resources, and also that Norfolk Southern is making sure that their folks, their PTSD or other events caused by that, are getting counseling. This is 15 miles south of DC. Feel free to say or type where you're from or where you're at. This is a welcoming channel. Everybody's welcome here. This is your home away from home. I hope you guys get the chance to see this train coming, because it is beautiful. It's 4 minutes late now. Government. Here it comes, Virginia Railway Express from Union Station.
Bro, come here. The train is coming. There's someone coming.
going to check for you all watching. Okay.
Hey.
Nothing on
Hey, Greg, how
VRE
about you give him that?
except for we might see an Amtrak or Norfolk Southern now. Also, there's a possibility of VRE northbound going to DC. Hey everyone, we're in Springfield, Virginia here. 15 miles south of Washington, D.C. Waiting for trains. Where are you at? There may be a VRE coming in about 5 minutes. North. South of Washington, D.C. Hi, I'm Mike. Where are you from? What state are you all in? I hope wherever you are, it's beautiful. The pollen count here is very high. This is actually a train station. This train line serves DC commuters. Amtrak, Norfolk Southern. To anyone watching, my name's Mike, just a fun-loving single dad. Feel free to shoot the breeze here and whatever you want to do. This channel is yours. We're all welcoming here. Everybody's chill here. Sorry, no bald eagles earlier. Sorry, no serpents too. Now we're just hoping for some good train action here. This is a beautiful spot, 15 miles south of Washington, D.C. here. Sadly, this trestle the other day, my heart is with the victims. I don't know all the circumstances, but two adults and a child were killed on this trestle. Heartbreaking, absolutely heartbreaking. My heart goes out to those two adults and that child. It goes out to the crew, the train crew that tried to stop the freight train here. It was a Norfolk Southern train, and I don't know all the circumstances, but my heart goes out to the victims, their families, and to the train crew too, because they didn't want this to happen. This trestle was actually built during the Civil War, burned down, and rebuilt again. If you go this way to Washington, D.C., you will go north or southbound over it on Amtrak, Virginia Railway Express, or Norfolk Southern, and it is quite a view. Lake Accotink is gorgeous. Lake Accotink is one of the prettiest. It's not one of the best fishing lakes in Virginia, but it's one of the prettiest. When you go over this trestle that was burned down in the Civil War and then rebuilt, you're not only riding a train on history, you're literally riding history. And you can look outside your window either way, northbound or southbound, and see where you were once on a Civil War train, now you're on a commuter train or Amtrak or a freight train, and look at Lake Accotink. It's gorgeous. It's a shame the fishing is so bad, but it's a beautiful lake. It also feeds to the Chesapeake Bay. So it's in the Chesapeake Bay watershed. So a lot of efforts are going into conservation. There are bald eagles here now, thanks to DDT being banned in the 80s. The bald eagle population here is huge. The population of lots of wildlife, including bears, are possible. I'm not too worried about them. I'm more worried about people than black bears. There are deer, there are coyotes, there are possums, foxes. Forgetting what other animals. Of course, the snakes are my favorite. As you can see, a beautiful male red cardinal just flew across the railroad tracks. Us guys as humans aren't pretty compared to the ladies, but nature, for whatever reason, a lot of animals, the male is the pretty one. And that would be the case in the cardinal, which is Virginia's state bird. The dab-looking cardinal is the female. The beautiful red one is a male, which he uses to attract his mates. Great, stylish red jacket, baby. Those red cardinals have style and profile, and they are studs. Make no mention about it. The blue jays are vicious, although beautiful as well. They are very aggressive. My hope is that you are, wherever you are, feel free to pipe in here. Say hi, I'm Mike. I'm just a single dad, fun-loving guy. Hope you are too, or, well, tell me your background. Tell me where you're from or where you're at. This is an open channel for everybody. Easy going. And I'll scare you here in a minute with this bald head. This old guy's trying to figure out, hi there, my name's Mike. I hope you'll subscribe. I hope you'll consider watching this here and there. And I hope your pollen count is a lot less, because here it's vicious in the DC area. Just vicious. We're going to see if we see a Norfolk Southern train. We're more likely than to see an Amtrak or Virginia Railway Express train. But welcome aboard. Pardon the pun. It's a beautiful day in DC except for the pollen count. This is Lake Accotink. Sadly, this trestle, which was burned down and rebuilt after the Civil War, a few days ago, sadly, 3 people lost their lives. My heart goes out to those families, the victims, and to the train crews that tried to stop that freight train. heartbreaking, tragic, and especially considering how beautiful this is, it seems kind of out of the ordinary. Be nice if somebody would type where they're from or what you're up to tonight. Um, my guess is a lot of people are commuting right now or working still on the West Coast, or as in, we saw on the East Coast, the left coast, but it's just having fun. This is south of Washington, D.C., and the pollen count is, I don't even want to know how high it is. Welcome aboard, everyone. If you'd like to subscribe, greatly appreciate it, or even a thumbs up here and there, or just say hi, whatever's on your mind. This channel is your channel. We're all 3% related. We're all chilling. We're all just chilling here waiting on the trains.
Prevent people from throwing stuff or from jumping. So
I don't know if they did put a memorial up to the people the other day. I don't see one.
where the people.
I guess these are all the people that passed.
Oh no, this is the thing.
Oh, love locks.
These are love locks.
Yeah, I had to look it up too. Don't worry.
They're
yeah?
all over.
It started in France, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
There's a bridge in Pittsburgh at the University of Pittsburgh,
nice.
and the entire bridge is love locks.
I hope
mean,
they've
it's
all
like-
stuck together.
Yeah. I mean, it was the weirdest thing. I'm walking, I'm like, what's this? And like this whole span was locks after locks, because college kids.
Oh yeah.
'cause
Now, hopefully,
it's
most
on
of
the
them are still
university.
together and haven't driven each other crazy yet.
Exactly.
I don't know. I joke with my folks after 50 years of being married. I always tell my mom, "Thanks for not hurting my dad."
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
But hope you have a wonderful evening. It is so sad about the other day. Oh my goodness,
I know,
heartbreak.
I was just pointing this out to her, but at Trestle right there.
That poor kid, those poor adults, no matter what. And then the Norfolk Southern.
Bad enough for the
Yeah.
adults, but it's like 8-year-old, like seriously?
Yeah, no, heartbroken. And then also for that poor Norfolk Southern crew too. I mean, they can't stop for I think it's a half a mile or a mile,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and just
Great, you talk about the train engineer.
oh, they must have PTSD after that. I mean, just awful. But thank goodness at least we have a lot of good people, and hopefully something good comes around it. I hope.
This is, I've lived here for a long time. This happens all the time.
Yep, it does.
I mean, short of, I don't know what they can do to just lock that trestle.
Yeah.
completely from getting people. or
Were you
preventing-
here when the guy bungee jumped with the bungee cords literally here in the 90s?
Oh, off of this?
Yeah.
It must. I hope it was a very short
I-
bungee cord.
Yeah, it was
Could've hit-
he hit the ground. He died. I mean, it was instant. But yeah, I mean, this trestle.
sorry,
Oh, yeah, in that case, I'm just kind of like Darwin Award.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I hope they could put some kind of barrier up here.
Something up there to prevent people from getting.
Yeah, I mean, or I don't know. I like cattle prods, but people would probably think it's mean, but I think it's cool. It just stuns,
Sure.
you know? We save a life and we give somebody a cattle prod, it's okay.
There you go.
Well, have a good evening.
Hey, y'all too have a wonderful evening. And yeah, as you can see, I can show you the love locks. There are lots of them here. Believe this originated in France. There's some, I don't read much that's more than 5 letters, words, but apparently there's some novel, romance novel, and in France it started supposedly, according to Wikipedia, I think, or Google, where couples put their love locks up, and I am happy for them. I personally think it's kind of cheesy and littering, but to each their own, I guess. What can you do? Can't win them all. But this bridge has probably 80 combination love locks on them. So if that taught you, if you learned something new today, congratulations. Love locks are a real thing on bridges. So if you see a padlock, that means a couple sealed or locked their love on the bridge. How cute, whatever. But no, actually, they could be doing worse things. So you know what? At least they're not polluting the air, or hurting people, or doing something worse. But that's what you'll see combination locks on bridges for. It's love locks. Thank you, France, for that. No, I'm just kidding. Whoever came up with it, though, it caught on. Pardon the pun. It locked on. Pardon the bun. But love locks are all over this bridge. And they're over some bridges in D.C. They're on some bridges of Northern Virginia, Southern Maryland. I've seen them in New York City. You will not see one, I don't think, on the Brooklyn Bridge, because I think they now give a $300 or $500 fine out. And they have a Port Authority police officer watching at all times to make sure that no love locks are put up. And because it's like a $500 fine. And is your love really worth you two getting together and putting a combination lock around a bridge and getting a $500 fine? If it is, kudos. I guess you're helping the city revenue. But in the Brooklyn Bridge, they have a Port Authority police officer watching at all times. And if you do it, $500 fine, instant. And in New York and a lot of places, Port Authority police are God. So when they write you the ticket, it will stick. And there's going to be no way you can finagle your way out of it. So if you're in love with somebody a lot and you find them valuable, take them to the Brooklyn Bridge and get that $500 fine and show them how much you care. Because $500 says you care a lot about that other person when you're caught with a love lock on the Brooklyn Bridge, or I believe it's the George Washington Bridge in New York City is the other one. But love locks are originally from France, apparently. We're going to stay out here a few and see if we see another train. Earlier, we were graced by a wonderful Virginia Railways Express, which is contracted by a German-named company. We may see a Norfolk Southern train. More likely than not, it's going to be Virginia Railway Express and Amtrak at this time of day. Commuters. And if you're commuting and listening to this or watching this, thank you. Definitely put this on the front windshield and watch it, forget traffic. Drive fast and take chances. No, I'm just kidding. For all reality, just hope you have your seatbelt on and your eyes on the road. All it takes is a half second. And you're looking at a bridge that was literally burned down in the Civil War in 1862, I believe, by Union forces. It was rebuilt. You can actually ride a commuter train over Lake Accotink in Virginia. If you look on your Google map, you'll see it. It's a historic bridge. The Union soldiers burned it down as Sherman's forces, I believe, came down through the flank with General Grant on the west, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. I think also General Meade. This was after Stonewall Jackson died. Robert E. Lee, when he was told of Stonewall's death, I think he said something like, "I feel like I've lost my right arm or left arm." And during that battle before he died, he actually did lose his arm. And he died of flu infection afterwards. So, fun times. I don't know if Stonewall Jackson's buried with his arm or if it's got two different places. Who knows? That's a legend. He was on the wrong side of history, turning his back on the Constitution, but I will give Stonewall Jackson this. He was an extremely bright and gifted general, tactician, and countries from around the world, their militaries, still study Stonewall Jackson's pincher movements and other defensive strategies. So even though, again, he turned his back on his Constitution and joined the Confederates, I will give Stonewall Jackson credit. He was a great general, a great leader, and again, in 2024, his tactics are still being studied. So he was ahead of his time. He was apparently a very quirky, weird, strange dude that was known to walk around VMI when he was a professor there with lemons in his mouth. And he was even in battle scene with lemons in his mouth to prevent some sort of virus. It doesn't have any scientific meaning behind it, but he was definitely out there. So if you've seen Gods and Generals or Gettysburg, I believe it's one of the two, the guy that plays Stonewall Jackson in Gods and Generals actually played General Pickett in Gettysburg. And he's a good actor. He's not an A-lister in Hollywood, but the guy is very talented, and he actually spent time down at VMI. He studied to get his mannerisms down for Gods and Generals. And again, phenomenal actor. Oh my goodness. There was a train crash here 2 days ago. What the hell are you doing on the tracks? Hey, Fairfax County Police, if you're watching this, I know you're understaffed, but, or fire, whoever, I love you guys and gals, but you got somebody literally walking towards the trestle where just a few days ago, 3 people were killed. Come on. Need to put a barrier up of some sort by that trestle. For those families that have been lost, their members, the Norfolk Southern train crews. And look, you got people on the tracks again. Like, I'm a humanist, but you guys are really pushing the envelope. Okay, there's a lot of trains that come through here, so good luck, I guess. This was literally just 4 days ago, 3 people died on that trestle, and people are walking towards it. You can't make up this. Each person is responsible for their actions, smart, stupid, or otherwise, and I do not understand for the life of me, why would you go walk on a trestle where 3 people just lost their lives, and it looks like they're going towards the trestle? But you can't control people, what they do. If somebody from the authorities sees us, please, I don't know, talk to them. Oh my goodness, I think they are going to walk across it. 3 days ago, 3 people died here, or 4 days ago, and now these people are going to walk across a trestle? Are you out of your mind? Yeah, maybe. I don't make excuses for other people. We're all responsible for our own actions. If you literally get that close to the trestle after 3 people died, tragically. Hi there, Riley. Hi again. We're literally at a trestle, buddy, where 3 people sadly lost their other lives the other day, and there are people right on it right now. Go figure. Why would you go to a trestle that just took the life of 3 people who walked on it while a train was going by? Okay, well, at least they're getting off now. Good. Jeez. Still irresponsible.
You heard that? You heard the noise?
Oh yeah, they're nuts. I don't get it. Why would you can't make this stuff up, right? But let's hope they stay clear of the train, I guess. I mean, unbelievable. Hey Riley and everybody here. Yeah, sadly, this is the trestle that took the life of 3 people the other day. And again, you have people that literally, for whatever reason, are by the trestle. Why would you get that close? I'm at a safe bridge, way up high, with bars on it. That's safe. You will see the train zooming underneath here, but why would you go to where, sadly, 3 people lost their lives, including a child, and be on anywhere near that trestle? This trestle is a treasure because it was once burned down during the Civil War, and it was rebuilt after the Union burned it during the Civil War. But again, each person is responsible for their own actions. And My condolences to the victims of that awful event, but I would not go on that trestle. We are all responsible for our own conduct and actions, and this is highly irresponsible. I don't know what they're thinking. Please stay off the trestle. A freight train cannot stop for a half mile to a mile. Okay, good. At least it looks like they're getting away from it. Jeez. I hope. So cool. So cute. Oh my goodness. Hey, buddy. Can I borrow your hair? Can I have hair like you do? It's a beautiful day. You might see the bald eagles. They were out there earlier.
Oh, really?
Yep, they're bald eagles, straight ahead to your left. Yep. Get off those tracks. We just literally lost 3 human beings. You know, I don't get it either too, Riley. It happens in the U.S., it happens in the world, it happens in every country. I'm a rail fan. Don't get me wrong. Sorry about the picture here, folks. I'm a rail fan. I love trains. I like to take video and pictures of trains, but I'm going to do it from a safe vantage point. This bridge, what I'm sitting on up above, is a good 20 feet higher than the trains. It's properly fenced and secured. It's engineered. I don't get why these 2 people down here would go on this trestle, 3 or 4 days after 2 young adults and a child died on it. What do you think, Riley? I just think some people are so into adrenaline or something that it overtakes their thinking. I mean, I feel heartbroken for the victims and for the crew that tried to stop. I have no doubt they did everything they could. I'm sure they were honking, because they always honk here. This is a suburban area. The hell off that trestle. Jeez. Human life is valuable. I guess at least I can't see. It looks like they're off. But why would you go to the scene of an awful event that happened less than a week ago? It's not worth the risk. And there's the thing versus risk versus reward, as you all know. Go on a roller coaster, that's science. Go on a plane, that's science. Even skydive, that's safer than riding a bike down the street. Fine. But to be walking where there's active railroad tracks or live electrical lines, some people just like to play with fire, I guess. Oh, thank you, Riley. Yeah, and I hope you're in a safe area too. Have you gotten out at all today? Today is just, the pollen count here is ridiculous. I hope it's a little bit better in Minnesota, because here it is vicious in DC area. And in a few, it feels some stuff, I guess. I'm going to try to get a good vantage point for y'all again. I think that's pretty good from what I can see. Yeah. We're going to see our VRE train in about, I think it's in the next 10 minutes. That's all I know. But what's the pollen like up your way, Riley? Pollen count in DC is probably well over 100. I'm sure many people here watching are familiar with The Girl That Played with Fire by Stieg Larsson, the Swedish the girl that played with fire. Then there were two other ones. Some people just seem to like to play with fire, I guess. They are fellow human beings. They are 3% related to us, but it's like, what are you doing? Like, can somebody with good vision here? I see there's some viewers. Is there one person or two people on the left side of that trestle? Got a lot of sun here. Maybe they left. Though I think I see one individual to the left of the trestle. Oh, good, Riley. I'm glad that the pollen is not there. My goodness, no, it's, what's the temperature like up there in Minnesota? And if I remember correctly, Brainbird or Brain Baird, I apologize if I mispronounced the town you're in. I'd like to get up there and see Minnesota one day. Closest I've been is probably New Hampshire or Vermont. And it's beautiful up there during the summer, not in the cold, though. I'll try to get more. We should have some Virginia Railway Express, Amtrak, Norfolk Southern trains coming from Washington, D.C. pretty soon here. We're 15 miles south today of Washington, D.C. As you know on this channel, if you follow it regularly, I like to get out and about and visit parks, places of history, museums. This weekend coming up, I can tell you this, if you stay on this channel or subscribe, Washington, D.C. in depth, baby. Gonna be a lot. Oh, okay, Brainerd. Did I say that right? Brainerd, or is it Brainerd? 77 degrees sounds really nice. It's about 85 here. The humidity's a little steamy. But I hope to get you at least one more train, my friend. I hope to. There was one earlier, and if you want to laugh, it's at the beginning of the video. I literally gave it all I had. I mean, a lot of back surgeries, a lot of knee surgeries, or injuries, surgeries, and plus being 48 years old, I'm not as quick as I used to be. There was some huffing and puffing to get that train, but I did catch it. It's the beginning of this live feed. That would be I believe it's an EMD, Virginia Railway Express commuter train from Washington, D.C. Union Station. And I see that one person to the left of the trestle now. They're at least safe there if they stay there, and I hope they do. Because the other day here, a tragedy of epic proportions happened. Sadly, 2 adults and 1 child were killed by a Norfolk Southern train on this trestle. Heartbroken for the families, heartbroken for the Norfolk Southern crew. I'm sure they gave everything they had to stop, but I believe a freight train, if somebody's on here can confirm, I think a freight train takes a half a mile to a mile to stop. And here comes a train. Hear that? Hey, Riley, I promised you a train. I was right. The schedules thankfully help. This should be a Virginia Railway Express train. Should be any minute. Oh, yeah. Get off the tracks, dude. What the hell are you doing? Jeez. Some people want to play with fire. Get off the freaking tracks. Jeez, that train's really... He's really saying, get the hell off the tracks. They don't normally do this. This is because 3 days ago, three people died, and these idiots need to stay away from the trestle. Sorry, not sorry. It's really cool. My hope is that the engineers or conductors let our local police department know, who are excellent, of these folks by the trestle. Again, sadly, 3 people died the other day here. And that train honked more than any train usually does over here. I'm glad that he or she driving the train did. Glad these 2 folks got out of the way. But again, it's playing with fire. Why would you go and be on a trestle where sadly 3 people lost their lives the other day? Some people are just not thinking with their frontal cortexes. It's tragic. Why would you do it right after it happened? Risk versus reward, not very smart. And I mean no offense, but that is not smart. 3 or 4 days after 3 people lost their lives, you don't tempt fate again and go near the trestle. I don't care how young or old you are, that's irresponsible. Especially 3 or 4 days after it happened. It's just downright disrespectful, actually. Jeez. Now they're standing in the northbound lane. Great. Plus note, don't hear any trains be behind me, but Are they under the influence? Who knows? Oh, nice. Okay. Riley, I'll try to watch them soon as I clear out of here, or once my back allows me out. Minneapolis St. Paul is quite a huge airport. In fact, are you old enough to remember Northwestern Airlines, or am I just getting dated? Because Northwestern Airways, Northwest, had the most beautiful gray and red livery, I guess it's called. We're gonna go take a little walk, see if we see any animals, any wildlife. And then I hope to catch up with you guys later tonight if there's time to do another live. If not, tomorrow, later this week, there's gonna be a lot of YouTube live in DC. We're gonna be doing the nation's capital like you wouldn't believe it. The Exorcist steps might be in there, be filmed. Might go to the National Zoo. The pandas will be coming back in 6 months from China. Thank you. That's beautiful news. And also, the new Air and Space Museum in Washington, D.C., the Smithsonian, has been completely renovated. So on Friday, be sure to tune in here for videos, shorts, and live. And then on Friday night, hopefully, we're going to go live at Washington Nationals Baseball Park, where they're playing the Miami Marlin. I think they're both below 500. It's kind of sad when it's bobblehead night and it's the Washington Nationals general manager is the bobblehead figure you're getting. That kind of tells you all you need to know about the baseball team. But I believe Mr. Bell of the Marlins is quite a home run hitter. And let's hope we can all together from Nats Park, depending on bandwidth, go on YouTube Live. If not, there will be videos. There's going to be shorts coming up of airplanes. Might even get Reagan Airport in this weekend, which is near DC in Arlington, Virginia, and or BWI near Baltimore. So if you like airplanes, you're at the right place. Oh, Riley. Yeah, that Concorde video. Oh my goodness. Beautiful. And you don't have to say your age, but okay, I'm a 48, approaching half century mark. I remember seeing that fly over the Washington suburbs, and it was, what a beautiful plane. I mean, it was loud as hell, but my goodness, what a beautiful plane. And my hope is for our young people, we could go supersonic again. That technologies in Top Gun 2 and other places from our military can lead to, oh damn, we missed the northbound train. Sorry, but it is what it is. Well, y'all, I'm about ready to have to cross the street and be safe, but I hope you subscribe, please. If you would even hit a thumbs up or a like, thank you. And oh yeah, Riley, the droop nose is awesome. If you're on here later, I hope to be. If not, I hope you have a safe night and everybody does too. But again, thank you for joining this bald, fun-loving dad, easygoing guy. Let's just remember, folks, we're all 3% related. Love one another.